Welcome to Food Clinic, your #1 delicacy hub where I get to show you how to make yummy meals for yourself, your family members, and your loved ones. I'm your host on today's episode, and my name is B. Today we're going to be making Edikang Ikong Soup. Edikang Ikong Soup is very peculiar to the south region of the Nigerian people, especially the Efik and Ibibio tribe of Akwa Ibom and Cross River State, respectively. So when we come back from this short break, I'll be introducing my ingredients to you guys, so don't go anywhere. Be right back. Thank you. Welcome back, and now let me introduce you to the ingredients we're using to make today's meal. Over here I have my beef, I have my cow skin hide known as pomo, I have my pumpkin leaves known as ugu, and over here I have my water leaf, I have chopped onion, over here I have my chopped habanero pepper, I have my blended crayfish, the palm oil we'll be using to make this amazing meal. Of course, you know there's something about Edikang Ikong Soup. It requires lots and lots of palm oil. Then over here I have my dry fish and my stock fish. These are the ingredients we're going to be using to make this sumptuous meal. But let me quickly remind you, the south people, that's the Efik and the Ibibio tribe, when they are making, so this thing here is just a joke. When they are making, they put lots of assorted seafood. I'm talking about periwinkle. That one must be here. The one they do, it has to be here. I'm talking about shrimps, I'm talking about the big crayfish, I'm talking about seafood, major seafood, fish, and the rest of it. Don't play. If you're eating the Edikang Ikong, they make it specially with lots of assorted. In fact, it's actually like a king's meal for them. So having said that, right, let's go into the cooking. And right now I'll be steaming my meat, the proteins I'll be using for this meal. That's what we're going to start doing. So join me as we proceed to start making our Edikang Ikong soup. Let me first of all wash my hands. Of course, as cleanliness is next to godliness.
That's yummy.
So right now, I'm putting our pot on fire. Then I'm going to go in with our protein, which is our beef. So first of all, let me give this a quick wash. It's been sitting. And you know when you leave this meat sitting, they tend to become bloody. Let me reduce our gas. Then I'll give this a quick rinse. Not like I haven't washed it earlier, but now I have to give it a very quick rinse so that. And please, when you buy your meat, don't forget to wash thoroughly with salt. Wash thoroughly with salt and white vinegar. Salt and white vinegar. I'm not adding our cow skin hide yet. I want our meat to get a bit tender. Then, because these ones don't really take a lot of, when you're going to the market, there's this very tough thick momo. Those ones, they take time, so you can start it with your meat. But this one is a very thin one, so it doesn't require much. It doesn't take a long time to cook. But our beef is still super raw, so I'm going to let our beef cook first. Okay, so let me quickly spice it. Of course, you know what time it is. It's Knorr time. I use this to spice up all my soups. In fact, everything I cook basically in my kitchen. This is my #1 assistant. That actually helps my meal come out so nice and delicious. So I'm just going to spice this up. Then I'm going to go in with a second cube, because I told you normally when you're making your soup base, the first base that determines how nice or the taste of your soup is your meat stock. So be very careful when you're spicing this part up. Honestly, you need to really be very generous with your spices and taste it so that you don't end up making it like, if you miss this part, you're going to miss the base of the soup. So you have to make sure that the base is fine. Let the taste, everything be on point, so that when you start cooking proper, because it's an Edikang Ikong soup, so the base is actually what you're using to make the soup. So when you start cooking, you don't have to now start adding extra anything or trying to augment your soup or the taste of your soup. What you started with is enough to cook your soup and give it an amazing sumptuous taste. An amazing sumptuous taste. Okay, I'm done spicing up our meal. So I'm just gonna put it in a bit of water. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cook. Turn on my heat and let it cook. So that's about that. Dear Nigerian youth, in as much as things are bad and we're looking at the government hoping that they intervene and try to make things better for us. But you can't just fold your hands and sit back and wait for help to come from above. We have to help ourselves. Honestly, things are expensive. It's as if now it's our turn to now do this whole adulthood thing. The adults who don't even want us to do it. It's just crazy. Like when you're parents, at the age we're in right now and the times of our parents, two different things. Life was not as worse as it is now. Like things in Nigeria, every day people keep saying Nigeria it go better, but at what point? When exactly is it going to get better? Because since I was born to this point right about now, it's still things are going better, but things keep going down the drain. So honestly speaking, dear Nigerian youth, this is a form of encouragement to you all. Don't sit back, fold your hands, and wait for the government to intervene. Trust me, go learn skills. If you can't get admission, if you can't get into school, education is not a scam, it's not a bad thing, but learn skills. You can learn IT skills. Trust me, data, IT, AI, that is the future of where the world is headed to now. The world is becoming a global village. Just from the touch of your phone, just on the keypad of your phone, you can access people in different parts of the world. People in different parts of the world get to see you, get to see what you're onto, so you can learn skills. And for IT, you don't even need you really necessarily don't need an educational background. You can even switch whatever you're in right now. You can even switch to IT course. It doesn't require prior knowledge. You will learn the skill on the go, and also when you keep practicing, you keep getting better. So this is just an advice to the Nigerian youth. Don't fold your hands. Don't just sit out there waiting for the government to come save you. You are your own savior that you are waiting for. So key into learning skills and also social media. What do you use social media to do? I'm going to talk about bullying. So many of you, your lives, you're not even okay with your life. You're fed up with your life. Your life is not what you want it to be, and you hide behind your keypad saying things that hurt people. Some of you don't even have the courtesy, the sense to know the certain questions to ask people, certain questions not to. In fact, some of you don't even mind your business when you're on that social media space, and it doesn't make sense because you don't know where or who is going to help you tomorrow, and then you're always on your keypad fighting with people that are even doing way better than you in life. That's not the use of social media. Social media should bring you closer to the world. Learn new skills, learn new things. Now you can talk about social media management. That's a skill. People make money off content creation. That's another powerful skill you need to ascertain right now to help make a living. People get paid by TikTok, people get paid by Facebook, people get paid by Instagram, people are getting paid on different social media platforms. YouTube, people get paid on different social media platforms, and you're just using your own to attack people behind keypad warrior. That's what you're so good in. But that's really so wrong, because if you put social media into a very good use, trust me, you would actually thank yourself in the near future, because the way you're also buying data to watch other people lead a better life, that's the same way you could use your data to do better things for yourself and be very productive. Because at the end of the day, you are the only one that can help take yourself from where you are to where you want to be. So having said that, honestly, this is like a push. Don't use your social media for the wrong things. Use it for the right things, and trust me, you would have yourself to thank in the nearest future. That's just my little advice for the Nigerian youth.
That's yummy.
Okay, so I'll be adding our cow skin hide next, because I want them to all simmer and cook together. I'm going to use the opportunity as well to just add a bit of water so that it can cook. Of course, you have to be careful. One thing about Edikang Ikong is that when you're making it, you have to be extremely careful of the water you're adding to the soup base. Why I said that is because this water leaf, once you start steaming it, it has its own water. So if you are not careful, if you can't put lots of meat stock, like if your meat stock is a lot and you put your water leaf, you will find out that your vegetables will be swimming inside your soup. Why did I say that? This has its own water content. In fact, some people actually usually steam this, like they steam it separately and extract all the water content from it before adding it into their pot of soup to start cooking. That's how some people actually do it. But me, I'll just be doing it the regular way. I'll be putting it in there, but with a very little meat stock. I'm not going to allow my meat stock to be a lot, so I'm going to drain this one of the water already present in it. Make sure that it's thoroughly dry, because all this can affect your soup content. It can make your soup super watery, and you don't want a situation whereby water is on its own and your veggies are on their own, just swimming and looking for help. You don't want such a situation. So besties, as you all know, as we're cooking, we love to gist, okay? We love to gist. So as you all know, the Edikang Ikong is very popular to the South people. But with the way this meal has been prepared over the years, it's so, I remember growing up, this was one of our staple. In fact, when my mom makes vegetable soup, then I call it vegetable soup. But it's now I know that it's actually Edikang Ikong. So having known this meal is now so popular across Nigeria. In fact, it's a very, very healthy meal. The vegetables that are involved in it, you know, trust me, veggies are good for your skin, health-wise and otherwise. It's just a very nice meal. It has a lot of fiber. You know, if you have issues with bowel movement, this is a very nice soup to infuse into your meal. If you're seeking to maintain your weight or you're going for weight loss, it has a very high nutritional value and also high fiber content, which is amazing for weight loss, for maintaining of weight, health reasons and otherwise. So I really love this soup. Okay, right now let me just give this a quick stir. I still want it to cook so that the water content, I don't want the water content to be a lot. And at this point also, I'll be going in with a little bit of our palm oil. Yes, I'll be going in a bit with a little bit of our palm oil. Okay, just a little bit. You know, this soup requires plenty oil, trust me. It requires lots and lots of oil. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of our palm oil so that I can start to get that taste and the color I want to achieve for my soup. So once it's in there melting, of course, I'm one person that as I'm cooking, I like to clean up after myself. I don't like having a very dirty or rowdy kitchen with dirty plates. As I'm cooking, I'm washing up my dishes. So which one are you? Do you just cook, finish, and then have your piles of dirty dishes and you wash them out at once? Or you're like me that as you're cooking, you're washing out your dishes so that by the time you're done cooking, you know that tiredness that comes with, you know, I'm done with cooking and you just want to just gonna relax and rest. Then you now come and start washing dishes. I really don't like that idea. I don't buy into it at all. So let me check and give this a quick stir. As you can see, our oil has melted in here. But I think the water content is still a lot for me. So I'm also going to be checking my stock base, because as I told you earlier, the content of this, the taste and everything is from this stock base. Now you would know how to maintain and control it. So let it be very okay to your own taste. So a bit of crayfish, let it be okay to your taste. Some chili. I'm going to be going in some chili right now. So let this be to your taste. So I'm just going to wait for it to cook a bit and let the water content dry out a bit, because I don't want a situation whereby I put in my water leaf and when it brings out its own water content, all hope is lost. My leaf will start swimming inside the water.
That's yummy.
Okay guys, so it's dry enough. I'll be going into our water leaf. So just going to, why I'm going in our water leaf is that pumpkin leaf doesn't take time on fire. At most 2 to 3 minutes it's done, and if you leave it, it starts to lose its own nutritional value, number one, and its color starts to change. You know, when you see vegetables Edikang Ikong Soup, the appealing thing about it is the green nature, like it looks very fresh. So that's another thing. So if you don't want to lose that, then you also have to be careful. So your water leaf, because your water leaf has lots of water content, you put it in first to start steaming and start drying out and extracting its own water into the soup. Then you still know, if you don't like your, me I love my Edikang Ikong very thick. I don't even add extra water or anything. I don't. If possible, so I let my water dry out more. I don't add single water, so that if I'm not eating, I know it's just strictly my swallow and vegetable. That's all I'm eating, swallow and vegetable. This meal is highly nutritious. I love it. When I taste one of my favorite soup, I wasn't joking. It's really, really nutritional. So this is me stirring this right now. So it's coming in together. This soup is missing lots of seafood though. So as you're making your own, do yours according to your own taste. So I'm not a fan of seafood because I'm allergic. I'm allergic to shrimps. I'm allergic to some seafood, this is shell and the rest of it. If I can avoid it, I will. But if I'm cooking for like people who love it, fine and good. But for myself, I react to it. I start to itch. I start to have like hives on my skin. So that's why I'm not really a fan of seafood. And I noticed it like not once, not twice. Anytime I have seafood, I react badly. And these are things you have to look out for. Don't jump on trends and popularity of things. Oh, this one is using periwinkle. Oh, this, it's to make my food look more this. No, food will react differently to people's body. My nephew, I have a nephew who is my only nephew actually, he's allergic to egusi. Like when his mom was trying to introduce him to semi-solid food, she gave him egusi soup, and we almost lost him and he's the only one. His black eye went in. He started having big reactions on his body. He has to rush into the hospital, and that was when we found out that he's allergic. And he's just the kind of person that little things you have to be very careful, especially as a mom taking care of a home. You watch out for your kids, what they're allergic to, and you be very careful. And also note when you see changes in their body, changes in things they are doing, please learn to react quickly. So me, I've known it was as an adult, I realized I'm allergic to seafood, so I don't use it to cook. So despite the peer pressure or the pressure or the meal looking too simple or anything, I do what's safe for me. I do what's best for me. So do what's best for you at all times. So our soup is coming together. So what I told you guys now, you can see the water content has started to increase. Look at it. This soup contains plenty water. The water content has started to increase automatically. That's the thing about water leaf. It brings out its own water. So just let it cook and simmer on there. So let me quickly gist you guys. I'm always seeing this girlies that, you know, they keep getting flowers, keep getting, how Jahi people been doing? What's the secret? Like, I love it. I love to see when, you know, Nigerian girls, African girls are being appreciated and living their best life. But there is a but to it. All of us, the honest truth is that regardless of how you want to put it in a life, all of us will not get married to rich men. All of us, you know, that life that we see and we love. We've seen the likes of very lucky women, the trophy wives who get married to men that say, I don't want you to cook or clean, I don't want you to stress, bear my children, take care of them, sit at home and look very beautiful for me. That's more than enough for me. Not everyone is going to go down that path. Not everyone is lucky to meet a man that would want them to do the same thing too. All hands are not equal, all fingers are not equal. So if you're not lucky enough to have that kind of man, please, the one you have, still love, still appreciate, and still live your best life with other person. But it's just that I love to see things like that. When girls, you know, they get flown out to different countries, they get bouquet gifts and everything. It's now on social media. Some people are now doing it to pepper the others. Some people are doing it to just show among the it girls. But trust me, don't let them pressure you. Some of these people, they gift themselves on some very rare occasions. Yes, they are amazing guys that are behind it, but on rare occasions, some of these girls, because of their friends, peer pressure, they go about gifting themselves those things. So please don't let it get to you. Don't let the pressure get to you. If I love me, when I see it, I love it, I'm happy for them, I appreciate it, and I also try to manifest such life. But the honest truth, whether you like it or not everyone is going to be that lucky to have such treatment. Whether you like it or not every girl will get that kind of treatment, believe me. So let's go back to our cooking. Right now we're putting in our pumpkin leaves, better known as our ugu, yeah. But if you go to the market, please don't say pumpkin leaves, so they will not understand what you're saying. Tell them ugu. I don't know the Yoruba word for it, but it's ugu. I know it's popularly known as. Then I'm going to be giving it a quick stir. So your ugu has to be a lot, so that in case the water your water leaf brings out, it can easily absorb it and take your soup back to the consistency you want. So that's just the way I like to make mine. So gently, you can see now it has all been absorbed into the soup. Gently. And after you've put your ugu, it doesn't take time. Like within the next 2 to 3 minutes, it's done. You can see how everything is looking so green and, you know, alive. I think our soup is ready. It's ready. All right, so I told you that after we put in our pumpkin leaves, within 2 to 3 minutes this soup is done, and it's been on for almost 4 minutes. We're done with our soup, guys. At this point you already know what time it is now. You know, I didn't finish my gist lest I forget. Yes, so not everyone is going to get that treatment, whether you like it or not. But first, ladies, you just don't come out and start that. I don't want to say some things on here, but that you dated this person that had lots of money to throw around and things didn't go well for you guys. It doesn't mean that necessarily you're going to meet is still going to be like that. They might not even have the same financial capacity. So are you going to now say, treat me like how I was being treated here? So if you've been treated here good, why did you leave? Why didn't it work out? You understand? So when you're going to meet people, I think that has clouded a lot of our judgment. I don't blame people that don't want to build with anybody, because men have come out over time to show us that building with them doesn't count for anything. So please, I'm not advising you to build with anybody. If you want already made, that's your choice and that's what works for you. Me, I have my choice and what works for me. But all I'm trying to say is that people have different financial capacity. That you're meeting this person that treated you like this doesn't mean the next person is going to have the same amount. And you yourself demanding for certain treatment, if you can't give yourself that treatment, why are you asking for it? If it's something that you cannot even keep up for yourself, you cannot make your hair by yourself, you can't do your nails, you can't go to nice places, take yourself to nice restaurants, you're waiting for when a guy come, you now bill him, let's go to this one in Lekki, let's go to... Are you really okay? With or without a man, level up. So if a man comes in, you have already set the standard at which you want to be treated. He comes and see the way you're being treated. He knows that you won't even accept less than that. So of course, without you even saying, treat me like a princess or treat me better, he knows what to do. At this point, our soup is ready. And one of the most amazing, beautiful things about vegetable soup is that you can pair it with so many. It has so many husbands. You can pair it with anything you want. For example, it goes with semovita. It goes with wheat. It goes with oat swallow. It goes with eba, that's gari. It also goes with fufu. It goes with pounded yam. It goes with different, even plantain swallow. It goes with a lot of, it doesn't select. It's a very beautiful wife. You see it like this now. Anybody can come and marry her. That's why I love Edikang Ikong. So you can see our soup is ready, guys, and we can't wait to go right in. But for us, we are going to be using eba, known as gari. I don't know what you call it, but it's gari. Gari, that's what we're going to eat our own, and it's already ready. So just give me some minutes. I'll be right back after this short break, and I'll be diving into our meal to let you know if it's something you should try for yourself and your loved ones or not. I'll be dropping my honest review. Be right back. See you shortly. Welcome back, and now to the moment we've all been waiting for. So I'll be tasting our Edikang Ikong soup to know what our South people have been enjoying. Of course, I've been enjoying it too. So I'll be tasting it, and I'll be giving you guys my honest review on what I think about the soup. But I know it's amazing. Trust me, this soup is my favorite soup. Let me be honest with you guys. So I'm going to be giving you my honest review on how to make your Edikang Ikong soup. So don't go anywhere. Be here with me. So first of all, of course, I'm not doing the ajibo things. I'm doing it the local way. So let me wash my hands, and I'm going to dive right into our meal. Oh, this looks so yummy. I don't even know where to start from. Looks yummy. Just the way I like it. Very thick. This food. So I'm giving this food an 11 out of 10. South people, you guys are really living the best life. I love this soup. If you've not tried Edikang Ikong soup, are you in Nigeria? Are you a Nigerian at all? What are you waiting for? This is your sign to go make Edikang Ikong for yourself, your family members, and your loved ones. Please don't forget to follow us on all of our social media handles displaying right about now on the screen. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. I remain your favorite host, B, and I'll be seeing you guys in our next episode. Bye, guys.